My name's Chris Ward and my company is DC Electrical. Obviously we're electrical contractors that specialise in all elements of electrical contracting. The issues we faced were basically the unknown in terms of we had a particular contractor that we'd worked with for some time, clearly was having difficulty in funding, paying us, which led to obviously them not paying us, and we made the hard decision to collect after some chasing. Basically we then went on to decide that what are the avenues we could go down. We found out about Insolvency Law through a Google search on the internet. Having done a bit of research about the amounts of money that were outstanding and the paths that we could go down to collect this money, it was clear that a winding up petition was a very powerful tool within the process of collecting large amounts of money. So when we searched for winding up petitions on a general Google search, we came across obviously various different links that eventually led us to Insolvency Law. Yeah, when we had the initial call, we'd contacted several companies, Peter Murray being one of them at Insolvency Law. We found that the advice, the willingness to discuss the matter, considering that we were not yet a client, was very good. It was very encouraging. He put some confidence into me that he was very knowledgeable about this particular area of law, and basically explained what the process was very clearly. So yeah, it was excellent on that point. I have a lot of experience in using solicitors in the past for legal matters and in some cases debt recovery. They are the most negative set of individuals you will ever use. It was an absolute refreshing experience to receive a little bit of confidence behind the process and services that were being offered. This was backed up by technical experience. So yes, I believe Insolvency Law gave me value for money. The electrical industry or building industry as a whole throws up a lot of problems to do with collection of debt. A lot of customers start off well and then eventually stop paying or slow down with their payments, which lead to more pressure being put on to them by the collection of these outstanding amounts. It's particularly hard to do this on a balanced, in a balanced way. But yes, the industry as a whole experiences this on a daily basis, and larger companies use payment as pressure to get what they want. We were owed quite a large amount of money, in excess of £100,000, and we managed to recover the petition debt of £98,000, and it was a difficult decision to go down, but when we made the decision to go down the winding up petition route, it's very nerve-wracking and it is unknown territory. It was unknown territory for myself, but Peter managed to put the confidence into me to go after this debt, and it was the right thing to do in the particular way that we did. He presented the case via his barrister in such a way that the judge did not even ask to hear the other side's evidence, and she effectively, from my point of view, threw it out without a thought. Subsequently, after the case, we had various other legal proceedings that we had to pursue for another debt with the same company. This went through a different legal process that didn't necessarily involve insolvency law. Upon reviewing the case, the solicitors that were dealing with that part of it had suggested to us they wouldn't have necessarily gone for a winding up petition, and suggested that we were potentially lucky to have achieved it. Having known both sides of that, I believe that is completely incorrect, and the reason that they or solicitors make those sorts of statements is because they're totally negative, whereas Peter appears to look at the merits of the case itself and then go after the debtors with a professional but very firm manner. Once we'd managed to recover this amount of money, obviously we were delighted. It was a great relief, and it left us feeling that we had made the right decision to use a winding up petition to collect the debt. We are 110% sure that we used the right people for the collection of this debt, and I would not hesitate to do the same if I felt there was a need to do so. I would recommend Insolvency Law to other people. Indeed, I already have another contractor that we work closely with, had similar issues to ourselves, and I know subsequently used Insolvency Law for their debt recovery and had similar results to ourselves.